Right, quick overview of the life cycle of bees. So, I'm not going to use the terms queen and drone and worker. That's a bit of a misnomer because there's no royalty, there's no hierarchy. Bees as a cluster, it's almost like a democratic system. The queen has little to no say as to decisions made within the colony. So basically, you set a hive up. It's just a hollow box with wood chip in the bottom, which gives it a specific smell. So it's mechanically what they're looking for. It's biologically what they're looking for. You spray on the lure, it now smells like a successful tree stump that's had bees in before. A scout is out and about looking for new accommodation. A swarm will be sitting in a tree somewhere. They will then send more and more bees to come and have a look at this. It might even look like you've actually got bees that have moved in. They'll even sleep overnight and test it out. And after about 5 or 6 days of the swarm cluster sitting up in a tree somewhere, they will then become all airborne, queen and all, and they will all then move in. They will then start growing comb inside you, and then as soon as there's enough comb, the queen will start laying. You will see pollen going in, and then they will then fill this whole box up with comb. They'll have honey at the top, they'll make babies at the bottom, and then before winter they will start to die back, and then that queen will overwinter with a few of the workers, which are daughters, overwinter. In the spring, as soon as you start getting the first bits of nectar and pollen, she will then move down and start laying, and as those bee numbers increase, they will then fill the hive up with bees, and then what she will do is the queen that's in there will leave with half the bees. So now they've got no queen and half the bees are left behind. They will then make a new queen. The reason they can do this is because when that egg is laid, it has no sex. It'll either, depending on what they feed it, it'll dictate what type of bee it is. If it just gets royal jelly, it'll be a queen, and diminishing amounts of royal jelly will either make it into a drone, which is a male, one of the brothers, or into another daughter. So then they'll end up with a couple of queens. The queens will fly up, they'll mate, they'll come back down, they will get killed, and only one will survive, and the one that survives will then take over the colony. She's one of the sisters, but she is now mated with drones from other hives. She'll mate with a couple. She'll only do this once, and then she will then endeavor to fill us up with bees, and then she'll overwinter. The next spring she will move down, fill it up with bees, and then she will leave. They again then will be queenless, making a few more queens. They will then mate, come back down. The survivor will then take over the colony, and so they make more bees. Beekeepers' task is swarm control, which is basically castrating the hive, killing drones, killing new queens, and just forcing the existing queen to make as many bees as possible, because their aim is to make honey, not to make happy healthy bees. This is to make happy healthy bees and to make more bees. Beekeepers keeps asking me, how do you stop them swarming? Why would you castrate a panda? We are in dire need of more bees. There's been a over 50% decline in numbers since the 50s, and a 1/3 decline in just the last 5 years. Why would you advocate swarm control, any sort of swarm control? So that's what basically happens in the wild and in a gardener's beehive. If you have any questions, please give me a shout. Thank you.